Good morning, YouTube. So this morning I'm going to come to you with a video on how I wear my curly afro. This morning this is going to be somewhat of a small curly afro, as I usually wear it pretty big, but because I shampooed last night, I co-washed rather, and my hair is a little bit shrunken and kind of matty, so I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't have a lot of time this morning. So I'm going to first get my spray bottle out. It's just plain old water in here. I'm just going to give it a really light spritz, not too much because I don't want it to really shrink up. And I'm working it loose with my fingertips here. Just kind of working the curls loose. Eventually I pull out my famous Afro pick. Of course I use that for this style as well. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I typically don't use the band that I'm going to go with this morning. So I'm going to give it a try and just see how it comes out. I saw it on another YouTube channel and just thought I'd give it a shot. It may or may not work for me, and if it does not work, I'm just going to take it off and not worry about using it. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a little bit of apricot oil. I'll show you what that looks like. I hope you can see it. It's made by Now. And I like this oil. It's very moisturizing, and it's only about maybe $4.99 for a 4-ounce bottle. So it's inexpensive. You don't have to use a lot of it. So I like it. I'm just going to get a little bit in my hand here. Maybe like a dime sized amount, a nickel size maybe. And just rub them together, rub my hands together. And I'm going to put this on my hair. Just kind of scrunch it in. Not really rubbing too much. Don't want to disturb the curls a whole lot. So my hair is already moisturized as well from last night. I put a little bit of the As I Am double butter cream on there after I co-washed, and so that gave it a good moisturizing effect overnight. So I don't need a lot of things on my hair today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've got my famous Silk Element straight edges. I showed you this on my other video, and I don't know if you can really see that, but I like this. It worked really well with laying down the fine hair that's around the edges of your head. It worked really well for me, so I'm going to go ahead and try it again with this style, and also using my toothbrush, of course, the hair toothbrush rather. I'm just going to go ahead and rub a little bit around the sidelines here. I'm going to push some of it toward the back, back a little bit farther than I normally would, because I want to push my hair back just a little bit with this style. Just a little bit, not like a total puff or anything, but just enough to where it's off my face a little bit if it does drop any. Alright, now I have a brush. This is just a regular bristle brush, two-sided. One side is really soft, the other side is a little bit firmer. I'm going to start out with the firmer side and brush gently with the firmer side just a little bit to give my hair a little shove going to the back. And then I'm going to flip the brush over and use the softer side and go right back over where I just brushed with the firmer side. Just want that to have a shape of going back. Now I'm going to add a little bit more water back here before I start to pick. I do not believe in manipulating my hair much without it being wet or having some form of moisture, even if it's just a cream moisturizer. I do not believe in trying to comb, brush, manipulate my hair too much when it's not even damp at all. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit at the roots, and as fast as I'm going, believe me, I'm so tender-headed, this is really gentle. It just looks like, maybe it looks like I'm pretty rough, but I'm not. I'm way too tender hair for that. Alright, so I've got this like a silk tie pantyhose stretchy kind of thing. I'm gonna just start right here at the front of my head and just above the ears there. Go down and to the back. I'm gonna give this one tie in the back, kind of like the beginning of how you tie a shoestring, just that first tie. And then I'm going to do that same style of tie one more time. Make sure you pull it kind of snug. You don't want this thing slipping and moving around too much. And then I'm going to bring these two pieces that are remaining and bring them up just near behind the ears and just tuck them under the rest of the band here. Just tuck them under there. Now I'm going to go ahead and slide this back a little bit, because as you know, as you see here, it'd be better if you had a black one, but I don't have a black one, so I'm using what I have. It's this tan one, and I'm going to push it back a little bit and make my hair hide it. try to make my hair hide it. If it doesn't hide it, I'll just take it off. But I think I'm going to do okay with being able to hide it here. If I can unglue some of this hair to my head, it's all matted. I forget to not, I get lazy sometimes when I'm doing my hair and it's too late. If I start a shampoo or a co-wash process and it's too late, then I'll end up just kind of moisturizing, sealing, and going to bed. And it doesn't leave my hair in the best shape, if you will, in the mornings. It makes it a little bit more difficult for me to work with, but it's okay. That's what you have styles like this and Afro puffs, and that's what all that good stuff is for when you have a day where your hair is being disobedient or unruly, if you will. Alright, so I think that's hidden quite a bit, or just enough. I'm going to go ahead and lay down my edges, and we'll wrap this up for today. I'm using some of my straight edge still here, some of my silkening edges, and I love the way that makes my sides look. I always have to show a little love with these sides here. You don't want them looking too wild. I'm lifting my hair, pushing my hair back just a little bit so that I can work on the sideburns. But you can see, if I get close enough, you can see how slick the sides are already just from the little bit that I've applied when I pushed my hair back. I really like this. And so here I am, just going to brush the other sides down. And be careful as you're working with the sideburns of your hair, because you'll pull this part of the hair back where you're trying to hide that band. So you want to make sure you go back and fix that after you finish with the sides. You don't want the band showing. So I'm just going to go back over it and make sure I don't have that band showing. So this is it, guys. This is how I pretty much wear my curly fro. I'm going to do a little bit more fluffing and get pieces back in place. But this is overall the style. And this is pretty much what I do when I want to wear curly fro. Again, this is my smaller curly fro because my hair is still a little bit shrunken and from co-washing last night, and I haven't had time to do any stretching. So this is what it looks like if it's going to be a smaller one. I will make a video showing you how my larger one looks, and I usually do that one from an old twist out, maybe a 4 or 5 day old twist out, and I really like that style too. It's really convenient. So thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and thank you again for watching. Bye.